What's up, guys? Nightingale here, and welcome back to another update notice video. This is take 3, I'm just gonna be honest. Today is March 23rd. We're covering the update notice. We're here live on Twitch. Twitch, say hello to YouTube. YouTube, say hello to Twitch. We're gonna see what Chroma Dominial has for us, and again, as I was just saying, I said I'm really curious which Dominial this is, because let's just hope it's not ice. Everything is ice, and that's where they were making the joke earlier, ice to me. So yes. Today, once again, I'm here to announce that units are content. Yay. Alright, so let's dig in. So there's not going to be any maintenance this week. Eligios, I have no idea how you say his name. I'm going to be 100% real. The Deadly Dagger Sakar leader. So, aka, this is Haste's dad. Yay. Alright. So we're gonna skip over all that and go straight to the skills, and because that's literally a summary of it. So what is he? He is a Fire Ranger. Yay, probably a cleave unit. All right. So point blank shot attacks the enemy by dashing towards them. When the caster is granted perception, attacks with a dual attack from the ally with the highest attack. Yep. Alright, I already see where this is going. And damage is dealt increased proportional to the caster's speed. Yep, he's a cleave unit. When an ally, except for the caster, is defeats an enemy, increases attack of the caster for 2 turns before activating Time Bomb against the enemy with the highest attack. Can only be activated once every 3 turns. Time Bomb. Attacks the enemy with a bomb, grants perception to the caster for 2 turns. When the caster's speed is greater than the target's speed, increases damage dealt proportional to the difference up to a maximum of 200%. So we're basically making RGB strays with speed? Okay. All right. So that's the cleaner. Cloak and Trigger. After Awakening, because nobody cares about before Awakening. Attacks the enemy with a pistol, dispelling 2 buffs before inflicting target and decreased defense for 2 turns. Decreasing combat readiness by 35%, and oh hey, guess what, guys? His soul burn ignores effect resistance. Cool. I don't even care anymore. Not only do you use his spell, but what buffs? Buffs don't exist anymore. Anyway, yeah, so, his new artifact. Artifact. When attacking with a single attack, penetrates the target's defense by up to 20%. When defeating an enemy with a single attack, increases combat readiness of the ally with the highest combat readiness, except for the caster, by, 20%. Nice. Where's the defense pen? Decrease defense for 2 turns. Yeah, there it is. Alright, new side story, family. Alright, where is, Vin Diesel and his family memes? We need it. We need it all right now. Alright, so opening schedule to an unlock condition. Basically, this is going into the side story immediately, so if you haven't beat the side stories, or you haven't beat the 4th chapter, you're not, getting into any of these side stories. This is a really stupid thing. I still talk about this every time this comes up. This is stupid as heck. Needs to stop. Put this out as an actual side story that doesn't go in that stupid side story thing. This needs to be, whenever there's a brand new side story, this needs to be available for everyone instantly. If you want it to be able to rerun, it needs to go into that side story thing. After. But let its original run for the first time be accessible to everyone. This was a major playing field for new players to come in and have something early to grind on, because the resources inside this sometimes help them get to where they wanted to go. Now, I get it. They're wanting you to come back later, is kind of what their thought is. This isn't important right now for you. You can go open up other characters that have those resources. True, but that also requires, technically, going through, beating it, getting that currency thing, where this was just something that sat out in the open. Here it is. You can do this at your own pace for the 2 weeks while it's available. I really am adamant about this one. That change needs to be reverted for the first time side story. When it's new side story, run it for everyone. Everyone has access to this without having that chapter 4 requirement. And if that's the way you want, if we can get that, then at least do whatever condition you want to add to it. Wait 30 days, wait 60 days before it goes into the side story reruns. Whatever you see fit that seems fair and balanced, let this run first, then put it in that stupid book. Because right now, this system sucks absolute butt cheeks. Great for new players being able to summon a whole bunch of other crap up, but this, for a new side story, let it run right off the top. Alright, so how to play will be like every other side story. I can't technically say that theory anymore, because, well, it's like every other side story, summon side story thing. But it functions like every other side story. You're going to go through, earn currency, you'll have the lead hero, and then the increased hero, which is Crow. Stage difficulty, farm the highest difficulty stage you possibly can. Let's be real, if you're beating episode 4, you should probably be able to beat hell at this point. Just saying. You go ahead and make sure you go through the Molagora habitat, the Goblin's Den, and exchange the currencies and these actually, that's actually kind of good. And get your Molagoras and all this stuff. This is the most efficient space to get it if you are out there grinding it. And then completing ongoing side story and the new side story. If you want to end the side story that is in progress, start a new side story, you can use a change ticket. This is what I'm talking about, is this crap, is if you just had started something else, which, let's be real, there's a side story technically, theoretically, potentially coming every couple weeks. So do keep that in mind. But you'll need to do it to proceed with this. You can change once every 2 weeks, and if the ticket is unused, it will be reset at the time of reset. Change ticket resets at 3:00 UTC. Thursdays that do not have maintenance, 2 weeks period. Again, this is absolutely stupid. When starting a hero side story that is ongoing, the side story will be closed and no longer available. So this is why you don't reset. This is why you don't. You finish it. Then you pick a new one. Alright, so his rate up will be for the next 2 weeks. Keep in mind, he is a normal summonable unit, and you do not have to summon for this crap immediately. Oh, hey, guess what? Another cleave unit that they're also dropping side by side to make you have to pick between the two. Oh my gosh. So if you guys don't know about this unit, her name is Lua. Everybody and her mother is running this out there as an opener. Guess what? There are lovely units out there that actually she helps enable. It's great watching those teams get blown up by her. So the almighty Lua, just remember, there are units out there that happen to have very OP S1s once their S3s have been put down on cooldown. So just keep that in mind. And she'll be available this week from 3:23 to 3:30. Other improvements and adjustments. Shop. Rand's Pure White Skin will be added, and thank you. Okay, but wait, there's more. That's right. We have spring buff event coming in, so this weekend you will be able to, from the 23rd to the 27th, you will be able to obtain drop rate up for runes, gold on hunt buff day, yay, AP and EXP, and all buffs on Monday, sweet. So make sure you are saving your energy and getting all that ready to binge your hunt buffs. Good luck, may the hunt be with you. And RNGesus be kind. But wait! That's right. They started listening again. They start running free unequips with these buff events. Free unequip will be here, available from the 23rd to the 26th. But yet, once again, I am here to tell you and ask you, please, for the love of God, reset to reset. Stop doing this crap as soon as maintenance is over. And go reset to reset. It's a simple task. I don't care that it technically can go live when the banner goes live. Make it from the reset time of that next morning to the reset time. Having it end at like 10 a.m. on Sunday is really weird. Because some people, not me, I mean, I can do this whenever, have lives. And sometimes the only time they can play is the weekend. And they might be trying to do stuff, but when you end it at 10 a.m. on the East Coast on a North American global server, hello, this is where, like, you know, people have lives, and that's even earlier in the morning. Sunday is a full day of the weekend. Give it to them the whole darn day. Again, another rant we do every time this comes up. So, with that, here is my, like, a little 2 cents going into this. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat while I go on this for just a second. You probably shouldn't be pulling for either one of these units. And the reason why I'm going to say this is we are in a very tight window of April. April is notorious for a collab rerun and has had one every single year. It's been Guilty Gear 3 years in a row and 4 years in a row. But they haven't announced Guilty Gear because, let's be real, most of those units are power crept and we don't need them. There's another collab out there that we're still waiting for a rerun for. It's never been rerun. So I had an anime. It's had a movie. I think the season's coming out soon for it. Slime has yet to be rerun. Should probably be waiting for that. But if that's not worth holding your currency for, or even a potential new collab, there is a chance they could drop a new IP on us. I wouldn't be surprised. Just saying, it could potentially even be Chainsaw Man because it's showing up everywhere in every other gacha game, so there's a chance it could even be Chainsaw Man. Not to get you guys hyped up, but just stating the facts everywhere I turn around now. Chainsaw Man X this, Chainsaw Man X that. So guess what? Chainsaw Man Epic 7 might be a thing. Who knows? But the other thing to consider, especially for newer players out there, there is a chance we are getting the yearly update soon. Should be announced, I'm hoping next week, or in the next 2 weeks, because they typically have a release time between April and early May. So hopefully we're going to get some information on that. What that also means is a custom group summon. So for newer players, that's going to have way more value than you pulling on this crap. And I'm also having a feeling with Lua showing up now, they want her in the custom group summon. So chances are you're going to be seeing that. That's also something that you need to spend 600 bookmarks per rotation you go in. Don't short stroke this. It is literally 600. Get the 120 coins, then you pull your unit. So anything you get along the way, great, that's bonus, but you need to go to a full coin pity on these things. Just like that stupid Mystic Summon thing. You don't summon on it unless you got 10,000 Mystic Medals, or else you're wasting bookmarks that you should technically be throwing into the normal Mystic banner that actually has a pity. So unless you're guaranteed to go all the way down, don't waste them on that either. So with those two big things potentially looming out there, collab and a custom group summon, you guys really need to be careful with pulling on new units. A lot of you guys struggle with fear of missing out. You guys need to get help. I'm sorry. Go out, find help. You need it. Summoning the new unit every time a new unit comes out, it's not healthy for you. You can probably get these through some other means. Let's see here. He is a fire ranger. So, and he's not limited. We just had a limited unit. So we know he's not limited. So it means anytime you hit a spark on your daily summon or you click on one of those fire bookmarks, he has a chance to be in there. So I literally mentioned that about, I think it was Sha Run when she released. 3 days after her banner went away, I hit a green ticket and there she was. Just saying. Not everybody gets lucky, but just pointing that out there that it can be just as quick as that. I've even had people come to me saying, I just summoned X unit, then 2 days later I hit it on a ticket, going, exactly. So just keep that in mind. Since we don't have any actual questions, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. Enjoy your week. Hopefully we get some big news. We really need it in Epic 7. We need to see the roadmap for Year 5. We need to know where they're going, what they're planning. There are some big things to happen. You know, they talked about bringing more IPs. Great, open that up. Let's see the doors on what they're wanting to do with collabs. They brought some really interesting ideas last year with the Awaken update. Let's see what you can one-up that this year. Now, I don't expect it to constantly be a true one-up, 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 but they brought a lot of great systems over the last 2 years of Epic 7. So I'm hoping that year 3 brings even more quality of life that's needed for as a game is aging. They talked about the summon revamp. While they slightly delivered on it, it wasn't as what I would have intended. They delivered on a lot of great quality of life with gear. They did a lot of great quality of life over with how things are done, where you collect resources. The gearing aspect got a little bit better, but then they made it worse by trying to balance out sets. They promised that they were going to start doing astrological balance. We're still basically looking around, wondering when anything else besides Soul Weaver was going to get touched. There's, you know, whole lot of others out there that could be really looked at, and a lot of that stuff fixes the game. Balancing your gear sets fixes the game. Getting a lot of those things, I'm hoping we will see in year 5. If not, things are looking kind of grim for Epic 7. Just saying. You can't keep rehashing the same content over and over and over again and expecting people to go, wow, thank you so much for all the entertainment. There's only so many times you can do Ancient Inheritance with its very predictable setup before it's just like, great, another gear set that you guys screw up because you throw some weird stats on there that don't technically belong on sets or styles on how you approach it because you're too afraid to deliver really high quality gear pieces in a full set. Because they are weighted to roll good, that's the other thing. There's only so many times you can do Advent Side Story because it's literally the same thing every time. The same units, other than maybe you get to use a new flavor of the month on it, but most of the time you're pretty much going back through the same old to beat the Advent Side Story. Nothing changed in those. So hopefully this year we get some new content, we get a new story. I know they're delaying the story of episode 5 because they're wanting to work on Moonlight Theater, but they did not say how long. But I do hope that they start that very soon because, let's be real, their storytelling here is actually really pretty darn good. I've seen some aspects being better, but you know what, in other games, but you know what? I give them a very good resounding applause for the effort that they do put into the story. If you do take the time to read it, it actually is a pretty solid story and you would really enjoy this. If it was an anime, not a board game. Anyway, you guys enjoy your week. Take care. Thank you all for watching. YouTube, you know what to do. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. I'll be happy to help you out. It may take me a day or two. Just saying, I am really busy. But yeah, y'all enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all in the next one.